What you doing, what you doing, won't you come on down to MadelynPolson.com. This is Mad Talks.
Boop boop doo doo doo. Hey y'all.
Hello, and welcome to the first edition of Mad Talk. Hello, and welcome to the first episode of Mad Talk. Now, I know you're probably wondering, Madelynn, what is this? What is this? Is another scheme that you're doing, another blog, another website? And the answer is yes. So basically, let me tell you a little bit about Mad Talk. When I was a young girl, about 20, I had a thing called Snapchat, and this is what the kids have, you make little videos, beep, boop, 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 and it would just be me talking, it would just be like me talking about how when I go on runs, when I'm running down the street, men always are like, yelling things at me, and I'm like, headphones, it would just be like literally just things about my day, and people really seem to enjoy them. They're like, your Snapchat makes my day. Now, I was a little addicted to Snapchat, I'll admit. I loved it. I loved going up there and ranting and raving. And then I was on the cobblestone streets of Florence, Italy, when I dropped my phone and Snapchat had to go because I had to get a little beep bop phone, basically an Obama phone, so I couldn't have Snapchat. So I had to, do something else. And that's kind of how Mad Talk was born. Basically, it's going to be me and sometimes special guests just talking about random things that are on my mind and answering questions by you, the viewer. And I think it's going to be fun. I think it's just a way for people that I know to express their opinions, because I hang out with very opinionated, educated, but opinionated people. And I think it's going to provoke interesting, funny, exciting dialogue. And so that's why I started Mad Talk, this little blog. Now, if you go on my Mad blog on MadelynPolson.com, you'll see that I also do a little bit of writing here and there for that. So this is my first time doing anything like this. I'm a little bit nervous, even though I'm in my own home drinking my chamomile tea. I'm a little nervous because I'm like, who's gonna watch this? But even if no one watches this, I think that it's almost a little cathartic for me to just talk about myself. Okay, so our first question is from Mindy from Arkansas. As you can see, Mindy wrote a question here. Mindy asks, do you have a Tinder? And if so, what do you like? What do you hate about Tinder? Okay, thank you so much, Mindy from Arkansas. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for watching the show. I do have a Tinder. Let's start with what I don't like about Tinder, okay? I think that it is a magnet for creepos. And people think because they're behind an iPad or an iPhone, I was about to say iPod, what is this, 2003? Or an Android, they feel like they can say whatever they want to you. They're just like, want to get your butt eaten tonight? And I'm usually like, no, and I'm usually like unmatched. And so that's what I really don't like about it, is it has the potential to be a very cool way to meet new people that you wouldn't normally meet at the club or the bar or whatever. But it also has a potential to be very strange people. The same thing goes with like Plenty of Fish. I haven't tried Soul Swipe because I just think the name is a little ratchet. I'm gonna be honest. But maybe if they give me an endorsement, I'll go up there a couple of times. But I like Tinder because, like I said, it's a way to meet people, but also a lot of people are very gross. They're very gross and crude and rude. And I delete my Tinder, once a week, and then I get it back because I'm bored. Especially like now I'm on winter break, and so I'm like, what's going on in the town? So it's a great way to talk to people. So, some girls use it as like a self-esteem booster because you're like, oh my God, this light-skinned guy with green eyes liked me on Tinder. I must be popping. as you sit on your couch with a bonnet on with your teeth unbrushed. And so in that way, it's basically like, you know, you feel good about yourself. But it's also, you know, very surface, because you're looking at these pictures of people and deciding if you like them over pictures in a 200-word bio. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that deep, and most people don't take it that deep. And so, Mindy, I think, you know, Tinder is fine. I use Tinder. You'll probably see me up there. Well, you won't, because you're a girl, but I just think it's also can be very creepy, and you need to be careful. You can't just meet up with every guy you meet from Tinder. Now, what I say is this: I've met some Tinder people, some decent guys are up there, but I meet them in public with my friends. I might invite them to a shindig that I'm going to, and they'll show up, and I'll be like, oh, okay, he's a real person, he's not a catfish, but a bunch of people are around. Mindy, don't invite Rodrigo from Tinder to your house when you're by yourself, because it's not good. It's not a good look. It's not a good idea. Okay, so just be smart, Mindy. But why not? Why not Tinder? Thank you so much for your question, Mindy. I hope Arkansas is nice and warm, how it is in here in Greensboro. Our next question comes from Tammy from Illinois. Hey, Tammy, how you doing, girl? Tammy asks, why are you single? Okay, Tammy, thank you for this question, going straight into it. Oh God, I don't know if y'all heard that, but it's like I have like lockjaw or something. Anyway, I'm single for a plethora of reasons. The main reason is because I'm from a different era, okay? And you know, we get very nostalgic about the era where guys actually tried. And I'm one of those people who gets very nostalgic, because we live in a time now where no one tries. Like, the goal is to like the person the least. Who can like the person the least? Like, that's the goal. And I just don't believe in that. And Netflix and chill is stupid. And here's my problem with Netflix and chill, Tammy. It's usually a guy coming over who doesn't have a Netflix account. Here's the thing. This is not a date. If I'm using my Netflix, my chill, you're eating my food, this is no longer a date. This is just, it's a bed and breakfast. And so I miss the days, which I never were a part of these days, but like where people like courted each other. You know what I mean? Like, people tried, like people invited people to places and came there on time with nice clothes on. That's what I miss. And so at this point in my life, I'm planning to move to New York soon, and I know that the dating scene up there, you know, it has a lot of it's a lot of people, but I hear that it's very hard to date up there. It's like 100 women to every one good man or something. I don't know the statistic. Don't quote me on that. But I want something genuine. I know that I'm very young. I'm at the age where guys are just, you know, looking to beat bop around the town with you and then not have a title, but then you need to post them on Instagram, but then you can't post them on Wednesdays. It's just too much, honestly, Tammy. So if I could find a guy who, you know, treats me well, is respectful, funny, and is worth talking to, intelligent, ambitious, looking to learn and grow together, I will be all on it. But let me tell you something, I haven't found that person. So that's why I'm single, Tammy. Thanks for the question. I think you're from Ohio. I don't remember what I said because I'm making these questions up. Okay, our last question comes from DeAndre. Hey, DeAndre, in Tampa, Florida. DeAndre asks, what advice do you have to girls who are being cheated on? Okay, Deontay. We live in a world where there's a thing called a side chick, which I'm going to tell you my opinion on that. It's fake. It's like a unicorn. Because unicorns are just horses with cones on their heads. They're not real. Neither are side chicks, okay? So this is also a reason why I'm single, Tammy. Listen up. Because I refuse to be someone's number one or number two as far as girls are concerned. I want to be the only one. You understand what I'm saying? So tying this back into the first question, I don't think a guy who is dating you should have a Tinder or any other social dating site, because it gives off the assumption that if you mess up, he has 5 girls lined up. And we also live in a society where that's okay. We tell people that that's okay, that you can have a side chick, and you can have this person, you can have that person, you can have your cake and eat it too, and also your pasta, and you can also have the steak. And I'm here to tell you that that's false, because it's disrespectful. So if you're getting cheated on, that guy doesn't respect you, or the girl, they don't respect you, and you are not operating at your highest potential, because there's someone out there who will appreciate you and everything you have to offer, who thinks that you by yourself, are you listening to me now, DeAndre? I'm turning into Ayana, I'm about to fix your life. I'm telling you that you by yourself, just how you are, is enough. It's always been enough. And if a guy cannot realize that, or a woman cannot realize that, it's time for you to leave. When love is no longer being served at the table, you have to go. And that includes respect. Because when you respect someone, love is one thing. Love is fleeting almost in this society. But respect, if you respect and cherish someone, you know that this girl on Instagram may have a 10-inch waist and a 45-inch booty, but she cannot give you what Sheila's been giving you for the last year, which is companionship, communication, love, respect. Tammy on Instagram may be able to look good in a picture, okay, and may wear Louboutins. But Sheila cooks you those chicken tenders and is there for you when you couldn't pay your rent that month. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I don't believe in side chicks. I don't believe in, I'm just messing around, not being exclusive. I don't believe in any of that. And that's also the reason why I'm single. And I know that full well. But I say all that to say this. If you know you're getting cheated on and you stay, you on some level are telling your partner that it is okay for them to treat you in a way that is disrespectful. Okay, now maybe they say it was once. They got drunk, they fell into some vagina. Okay, I know that was very vulgar, I'm sorry. But maybe it was one time. Okay, sure. But if it's time and time again, and the trust is gone, why are we doing this? Why are we together if I can't trust you? 7 billion people on the earth. And you're telling me I need to wait around for a guy who doesn't trust that I will leave? Doesn't trust that I can find someone better? Because trust, I can. And I will. You have to raise your standards. And you have to have boundaries. You have to set the rules up, and you have to be clear. People make fun of me because I cut people off very quickly, and they say it's like rude or whatever. But no, I am very aware of my worth. You see what I'm saying? And I haven't always been. But once I took myself off the clearance rack and put myself behind the glass, did you hear what I said? Once I found my worth in myself, I no longer allow foolishness to come into my home. I no longer allow the audacity to be ridiculous in my presence. I have had guys say things to me that were off the wall, okay? But I'm at a place in my life where I no longer allow it. You can say this, you can do that, you can beat bop around the town with whatever girl you want to, but trust and believe I won't be here for you when you get back. So that's how you need to operate in that situation. And you need to tell that person, I'm out. and mean it and put your foot down. Don't say I'm out and then be like, oh, but you know, he did have on some nice Timbs today. No, when you're gone, move on, leave, goodbye. Okay? So thank you. That was the first episode of Mad Talk. Thank you so much for watching me just blurb. That was the first episode of Mad Talk. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and share, and I can't wait to do another video. Be sure to comment underneath the video with any questions that you might have so I don't have to make up questions on the next episode. I hope that you have a happy holiday and a prosperous, okay, new year. And I hope that, you know, it's merry and bright and, yeah. XOXO, Maddie P.
What you doing, won't you come on down to MadelynPolson.com. This is Mad Talks.
Boop, boop, doo, doo, doo. Hey, y'all.